Throughout history, the minority has always been active and played a crucial role in the life of a nation, within the state, and in the processes of creating a state. Things have not changed. We are not expecting a high level of political consciousness from all our people who have been oppressed for the past 30 years. We are not cut off from the reality. We expect a high level of political consciousness from the layer of conscious people. Fortunately, there are many politically conscious people in that layer. If a small portion of that layer of people comes out to the streets, and this means at least tens of thousands of people, this will be enough to meet the objective. There is a concept of critical mass in every period. Whereas it was mandatory to have hundreds of thousands of people come out to the streets 10 or 15 years ago, now there is no need for that, especially now when the moment is approaching. I am referring to the moment when either the Tsar will cease to exist physically, or the Tsar will be maximally impoverished. The layer of conscious Armenians need to take action in case of any one of these periods. The people need to be in solidarity in order to take this step. We have often talked about solidarity, but, in essence, anti-propaganda has been carried out against us. They have tried to label us as extremists. But there is something I would like to inform our people, even though it is not a secret because we made it public during those days. However, during those days, the situation was so tense and the people were in such great sorrow and in such a grave psychological state that many people are not aware. Now I would like to remind them and prove that there are steps that the National Democratic Alliance may also take, if necessary. This concerns the days that followed the famous day, that is, November 9th, 2020. During those days, since the danger was clear for us, we realized that all the forces of the political field needed to apply to the United Nations Security Council on behalf of the Armenian people and present the danger facing Armenia. At the time, we Armenians had not retreated 15 to 20 kilometers from the eastern sector of Syunik province. We saw that this was going to be the next step. If all the political forces had submitted the request together, there would certainly be an alternative to the incumbent treacherous authorities. That is to say, the authorities would be compelled to address the United Nations Security Council. No, I am certain that this would have had a major impact. Now, I can't say it would definitely have an impact, but it would have been a major step. At that time, and the reason why I'm saying all this is because during those days, we addressed all parties indiscriminately, including the authorities and people like Robert Kocharian and Serge Sarkisyan. Representatives of the National Democratic Alliance met with various representatives and we transferred short text to them, stating that if they agree, we can submit the request to the United Nations office. Of course, this didn't take place. Now I will state the reason why I am telling you about all this. We have always stated that it will be impossible to do anything with the former authorities, right? However, after November 9th, 2020, we had an understanding of the situation. We gave them the opportunity. The former authorities are, in essence, criminals. Knowing that they are criminals, we gave them another opportunity for the benefit of our country and people. Those criminals continue to reject us, saying that we should not show them other paths and that they will continue to serve Moscow. This is why this process has been going on for a year and a half. What I am trying to say is that we are not talking about solidarity for the sake of talking about solidarity. Behold, I informed once again that this is not a secret and that we have stated this during our subsequent rallies. But many people were not aware. Indeed, we understand that solidarity is important, and there are two very important factors here. What is very important is being in solidarity and uniting around the idea of having a method or tactic for anti-crisis management. Of course, here there is a question. If we fail to establish solidarity, what are we going to do? Are we going to give up? the National Democratic Alliance is not going to give up. Indeed, the National Democratic Alliance is going to continue to carry out its activities. And, for the most part, I am optimistic.
Եթե մեզ չհաջողվի այդ համերաշխությունը ստեղծել, ինչ ենք անելու։ Հանձնվելու ենք։ Բևերը չի հանձնվելու։ Անշուշտ որ բևերը շարունակելու է իր գործը եւ մեզ հաշվով էս լավադես եմ։
Բաժանորդագրվեք ազգային ժողովրդավարական բևեռի YouTube-յան ալիքին։